Usually when it's time to talk about technology, you know that I'm in Los Angeles. I go to Venice Beach and places like that. Very popular places in United States. But this time I want to do something different. I want to be somewhere that is less known, like New York, like Central Park. So today I'm here to talk about a brand new camera, Nikon Z50 II. Not 52, 50 space 2. An APS-C sensor size camera, super small, it's in my hand. My arm is not tired, as you can see. Hello, this video is sponsored by Nikon. Nikon is here. Welcome. Actually, I'm the one that's visiting. But anyway, we're gonna talk about my first impressions and talk about what this camera can do today. So let's go around and see what we can find. One thing about APS-C sensor, the APS-C sensor is of course smaller than full frame sensor, but it is a lot bigger than a cell phone camera sensor. And what that means is you get a really nice natural depth of field. The camera, compared to full frame sensor cameras, the camera is a lot smaller, the lenses are smaller, and it is cheaper. It takes a lot less space. Let's adjust the light a little bit in here. Yeah, like that. So it's overall, you get the best of both worlds when you use an APS-C sensor camera.
I'm about to drive them crazy, 'cause I'ma do what I want. And I feel so amazing, 'cause I'm saving up all my love. Saving it up, baby, 'cause I'm the one.
Compared to the previous Nikon Z50, this one has a really nice flip out screen that flips out to the side, and it doesn't flip to the bottom anymore. So it's actually really easy to see and control. And when you put this on a tripod, that's not going to be in the way. It is nice and bright and big, and I can see what's going on really clearly. It has this red tally light while I'm recording. Also, there's a light at the front that tells me what's going on. Seems like they thought about a lot of stuff. One thing about this camera that is immediately different from the previous Z50, that it has a picture control button. And what this does is when it comes to taking photos or shooting videos, it has preset color profiles that is set for you, and you can switch between them, pick the one you like, and you can shoot that way. But if you want more, there's more in the Nikon Imaging Cloud that you can download and add it to your camera and have those in here as well. Up to 20 you can download from cloud and put it in there, or you can put your own in there. And actually you can customize whatever you like as well. Yeah, you can hit down on the control and then you can change it, tweak the settings as well. And the button is right here, so you can change it immediately. You don't have to go into the menu and try to find where it is. So this is the auto mode. Now I'm switching to standard, neutral, vivid, monochrome, flat monochrome, and then deep tone monochrome, portrait, rich tone portrait, landscape, flat, and then dream. This is gorgeous. Morning, pop, Sunday, somber. They look gorgeous. Dramatic, silence, bleached, melancholic, pure, denim, toy, sepia, blue. Oh man, red, pink, graphite, binary, and carbon. All right, that's all 20. I just used picture controls, and I shot a lot of photos using the picture controls, and they're actually really good. I really like them. Right out of the camera, I'm gonna get that photo looking like that. It makes things a lot easier. I think red looks the best because Nikon knows a little bit about red, I hear. Hey! Nikon Z50 II has X-Speed 7. The previous one had X-Speed 6. It has the same size sensor, 20.9 megapixel sensor, but this is of course upgraded. And with this X-Speed 7 and the new sensor, this thing can focus a lot faster. It can focus into your eye, and it has object recognition up to 9. It can detect humans, cats, dogs, cars, planes, bikes, motorcycles, and yes, birds, most importantly. And it's very accurate, fast, and quick to autofocus. When I was doing selfie, I can see it in the screen, and it sticks to my eye super fast. Talking about autofocus, now let's talk about product review mode. One feature we have on this camera is called product review mode. And what that does is whenever I hold something up, it focuses on that instead of trying to keep the focus on my eye. This comes in very handy if you're showing something to the camera while you're reviewing it. What we normally do is put our hands out to block our face and then put the product in front of it so the camera focuses to the product. This eliminates that and quickly switches to the product that you're reviewing. It's a very useful feature. When it comes to shooting with mechanical shutter, you get up to 11 frames per second. But when you switch to electronic, you can shoot 15 frames per second or 30 frames per second with auto exposure and autofocus. This is basically Z8, Z9 squeezed into an APS-C sized camera. What I mean by that is when it comes to pre-capture, this thing has the pre-capture function. When you hold down the shutter button, it starts capturing. And when you click the shutter button, it captures the footage coming before that and after that. So if you're waiting for a bird to fly away, you will not miss it. One thing about this camera, you may have noticed that it has a 3.2-inch variable angle screen. And that's actually how I'm being shot right now, because he can look at the screen and film me at the same time. And when it comes to EVF, it is 1000 nits instead of 500 nits. It's a high-res EVF and it looks great. So I've been shooting with Nikon Z50 II for 3 hours. And so far, just like the previous first impressions videos I made with Nikon, this doesn't have any unpleasant surprises. On top of that, it's really ergonomic. It fits in the hand. It's super light, the buttons and everything. It's super easy to control. It's super easy to get used to. And the thing is, because this isn't that big, this isn't that heavy, you can enjoy taking photos and videos with this. And you know you're getting a lot higher quality compared to what you can get with your phone. So that's great. All right, now let's talk about video. This thing can shoot videos up to 4K 60 frames per second. When you switch to 60 frames per second, there is 1.5x crop. But also now you can shoot in N-Log and HLG and of course in 10-bit. Anything below 4K 60 in 4K 30 and below that, you're shooting oversampled footage from 5.6K. And another thing, now while you're shooting with this camera, you can see waveform. And of course, the tally light is a huge help to see if you're recording or not. You never wanna go back and realize you missed a shot. It still has that 205 recording limit, but you can shoot up to 2 hours video. When it comes to the ports, we have a headphone jack and a microphone jack. We have a micro HDMI and a USB-C port that supports USB streaming. What that means is when you connect this to your computer, you can use it as a webcam, which is something we do a lot. It gives you a lot higher quality footage when it comes to your Zoom meetings and stuff like that. It makes a big difference. You look that much more serious during that call. So I think this camera is for everyone, from beginners to advanced. If you want to shoot photos, if you want to shoot videos, this camera has a place in your bag and it will work for you. This is a pre-production one, I have to tell you that. So I'm guessing with the production one, it's gonna only get better.
And when it comes to price, the body only is $909.95, and if you want it with the kit lens, it is $959.95.
Well, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you so much, Nikon, for sponsoring this video and allowing my hands-on for this pre-production camera. But as usual, what I'm curious about is, what did you think about this camera? What do you think about Nikon Z50 space 2? Not 52, 50 Mark II. Let me know in the comment section below. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves. And hoşça kalın. Man, I love New York. I'll see you later, Nikon. Catch me if you can. Oh, I'm not as fast as I thought I was.